Good morning everyone, I hope you are well. It's a Friday, I never vlog on Fridays, I don't normally even work on Fridays, but today I booked Rudy into an extra day of nursery, which I rarely do, but I needed the day because this week has been crazy. I have not yet done anything this week. I won't bore you with it because honestly it's not like big life problems, it's just total annoying parenting, lots of little things. Everyone got sick at some point with weird things. I was out of action for 2 days because my neck just totally froze up. I poured 500 ml of liquid onto my laptop accidentally whilst filming a job and have totally broken it. And it's just been one of those weeks. And tomorrow is Gray's 5th birthday party and I need to get organized. I need to do some stuff. He loves nursery. He's having a great time. And also Fridays are generally quieter at nursery because most people, if they're gonna have a day off to look after their kids, I feel like they normally take Fridays off. So Fridays are quieter, which means he gets extra attention and he loves it. So today is get ready for Gray's party day slash work slash life slash fake tan because I'm going to the BAFTAs on Sunday and I'm not gonna have time to prep tomorrow because I've got Gray's party and we've got friends staying this weekend, and honestly it's gonna be the most crazy weekend. I haven't got a vlog going live this Sunday because of this crazy week, so sorry there wasn't a video last week, but I'm filming one now so that I can get ahead and have one next week. So I need to pop out this morning to get a few bits because basically Gray's birthday, so she's having a party and she's having a birthday tea. For the birthday tea we might make a nicer cake because the grown-ups are eating it, but for the birthday party I was very torn about what to do for the cake. A lot of my friends get cakes made. I obviously can't make a cake myself. I would love to learn. I'm going to try and learn how to be a better baker, but too much pressure, too much stress. I'm not good enough at baking. There's about 18 kids coming to her party and I got 3 quotes for a cake based on people that my friends use, and the quotes all came back at £90, and I just refuse to spend that on a cake that is going to be looked at for 5 seconds and then cut up and eaten by 5-year-olds who honestly I don't think care the difference between a really good quality cake and a supermarket cake. So I decided to get a supermarket cake and kind of pimp it up. Problem is I found this cake on Ocado, which is an M&S cake, and I was so happy with it. It didn't say the measurements, but it said that it served 12. Sorry, there's noise outside, but it's hot, the window's open. And I thought, well, if it's tall, I'll be able to cut the slices in half and it will easily serve 18 kids. It's rainbow sprinkles around the edge. It's rainbow inside, which was really cool. And it's kind of plain on top, and I was gonna basically add a load of sweets and marshmallows because she loves sweets, all pink sweets that I've bought. And I've got my sister's piping bag and piping nozzles. Only problem is the cake arrived today and it's very hard to show, but it's small, it's tiny. I expected it to be twice the size. I'm worried it's slightly underwhelming as a cake, but it's not just that. I want to make sure there's actually enough to go around. So I'm having a little bit of a panic, and I think what I need to do is just make some mini cupcakes and put them round the cake so that there's definitely enough cake for everyone and it looks a little bit more impressive. I think I can probably make cupcakes. Surely I'm not that bad at baking, right? I just need to get some mini cupcake cases and then go to my sister. She's got a mini cupcake tray, and then I need to get baking, and I'm going to make a load of icing for the cupcakes and for the top of the cake so I can stick the sweets on. You guys are going to live through this with me, and then I'll also update you later on our whole built-in bench dining table area because I do have an update. Let's go. I need to go to Hobbycraft because that's where I can get the mini cupcake cases and the food colouring from. Hobbycraft is literally the best place on earth. I'm gonna try very hard not to get distracted. Oh, literally just want everything. Right, must find the baking section. By the way, these are great for going home presents, not the £5 ones. I think you can get cheaper ones. These are little paint your own things. Okay, these are the best food colourings rather than the liquid ones. Okay, I found the mini cases, but I think they are way too mini. That would just be too fiddly. I think I'm just gonna do normal size cupcakes with these cute cases. This is just a typical case of mum tries to save money and ends up spending more. I probably could have just got the £90 cake, but I still think it's a principle. I don't want her to get used to these over the top crazy cakes because then you're setting the expectation. If the M&S cake had been slightly bigger, it would have been perfect. £35 done, a few decorations on top. It's just hard to tell. I'm learning, but apparently M&S do catering, a separate menu for catering. My friend said you can get a giant Colin the Caterpillar cake for £45, so I'll do that next year. But yeah, and now I need to make cupcakes, and I've probably spent more money, but whatever. Okay, I'm home. I think I got everything I needed, and now I just need to like get into a good mood. I need to put on some music, open the doors. I'm going to start by making the cupcakes. So I decided in the end not to go for mini, but to do this size. How cute, those little cupcake cases. And then I bought a little cake stand so I can put the cake on it, and I can put these all the way around it, and it'll all be great as long as I can actually make cupcakes. Okay, let's get started. Okay, this is where we keep our KitchenAid, because I haven't got enough space to keep it out all the time. It's not our like most used one compared to some others. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, apologies for the light. This time of day, the sun is in my skylight, so although I got blinds, I have no blinds on my skylight. I'm gonna put, doubling the recipe, so 220 grams, oops, sorry kids, of caster sugar, and then 220 grams of softened butter. Hoping that is soft enough. And then it says, whisk together until pale and fluffy, and then whisk in 2 large eggs. Okay, let's go. You know what scares me? That like curdling thing. When does that happen? You know when sometimes things curdle and they basically turn into scrambled egg? Okay, so it must be when you add eggs to things. Like, why does that happen? Because that's what scares me about baking, is that suddenly you can just whisk it too fast or too slow and like the whole thing's just ruined. That is literally my fear of baking. So 1, 3, it's very wet. It's very wet at the moment. 4, please don't ruin this, Lily. It's just cupcakes, it can't be that hard. Okay, I'm gonna go for a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 220 self-raising flour. Look, as long as I don't poison the kids, surely they're not gonna be that fussy. I'm not baking for the queen here, am I? They just need to look good and be edible and not poisonous. Why is cake mix just so delicious? This is what it looks like. What do we think? If I was good at baking, I feel like I would find it really relaxing. It would be a really nice hobby. I think I'm gonna add that to my list of things I wanna do this year. Cupcake cases. This is always like a really messy bit, isn't it? Wish I had one of those like dispensers. How much do I put in? Okay, I don't have an ice cream scoop or a spare piping bag, so we're gonna have to just do good old teaspoon situation. How much do I put in each one though? Let's see. I think like a couple, and then can I just like smooth them out? Okay, I filled them this much. It feels like it could be too little. I don't know how much they're gonna rise, but I think I'd rather them smaller with space to ice on top than them be like way too like have risen way too much and then I can't ice them. So I'm just gonna hope for the best. Okay guys, so look, this is the cake from M&S. Rainbow sprinkles all the way around it. I bought this from Hobbycraft, so I thought I could ice this, I'll put some icing underneath this, stick it down, and then I can just put the cupcakes all the way around the cake. And then on top of the cake, I'm gonna put some extra icing, like some pink splodges, and I've got all of these sweets to kind of pile on top. We have got this. This is gonna be great. But then I realized I didn't buy a cake box. How the hell am I gonna get this to the venue? And also, how am I gonna store it tonight? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go back to Hobbycraft to get a cake box, aren't I? Okay, the first batch of cupcakes are looking good. I gave them a little turn because some of them were getting browner than the others. Did an extra couple of minutes, and I think I've nailed it. I'm very excited, they look good. I'll just do like some squiggly icing on top and sprinkles. Guys, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we've got this. Okay, I'm just measuring out, while the cupcake's cool, I'm just measuring everything out for the icing sugar. I'm not entirely sure, I mean, sorry, for the icing. I'm not entirely sure I have to be doing this with the icing sugar, but I guess it can't hurt. Oh my god, it's so much icing sugar. Another thing that freaks me out about baking, everyone's always like, it's all about the measurements, it's like science. Whereas when I cook, I just don't cook like that. I literally throw a little bit of that in, I throw a little bit of that in, and I just like see what works and I figure it out. Oh my god, do I even have enough? I was doing so well. I've totally messed it up. I lost count I lost count of butter. I hate when you have to double things. I doubled it, I got confused with maths. 250 plus 50, that's 300, and then I had to double that, but then I'd taken a bit from one packet, and then had I put in the other, I've lost count. I don't know what I've done. I don't know, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you how much butter is in this. Is that what it's supposed to look like? The icing? I don't know. Okay, I'm at the point where I've got purple and a pink. I just have no idea if this is gonna work, if the texture's right, or if it's too thick. Just praying it works. I'm gonna put these in the piping bags and just pray, really. Okay, the nozzle goes in the bag. Okay, I just looked on TikTok and it says to cut the bottom, so I'm gonna do that. Pop that onto a cup. I feel like this is too thick. And then pop this in. So now I just need to push it all down. Hopefully that comes out when it's time to actually do it. Should just throw money at the problem. Let's do a practice run on one of the cupcakes that isn't very good and I won't be using anyway. Oh my god, it's too hard. It's so hard. Crap. Why is it not sticking? Why is it not sticking? Hello. You are joining me an hour later. Oh my god, I actually feel sick from all the icing. I had a meltdown, got very upset. Phoned my sister, realised I just had to start again. That icing was way too thick and it wasn't sticking because the ratio of icing sugar to butter was wrong, because I just wasn't concentrating and I got intimidated by the maths. So what I've done is, instead of doubling it, I'm literally just making one batch of icing, and then if I need to make more, I can make more, but I'm not doubling anything. Just gone with the purple. I've actually only got one piping bag now, so let's just see what we do. Let's try again. I also haven't filled it more than this because it was just too big. Okay, let's give this a go. Definitely better. Okay, that is not bad, is it? For a girl who loves sweets, I think she'll be pretty chuffed with those. Here is the M&S cake. Okay, I had to concentrate, but here is the finished thing. Imagine candles on top, of course, but M&S 35-pound cake, pimped. Mini marshmallows, a little bit of icing on the top, a little bit of icing on the bottom, some fizzy strawberry laces, and cupcakes all around the edge. That looks a bit more impressive. This has been a painful experience. Probably will never do it again. Okay, I haven't eaten a thing and it's 2:30. I almost have to go and get Gray from school, but I did get this book from Emily English, so good. Rich actually ordered this, which is very cute. We watch her videos all the time. So I saw when I was flicking through last night, there were quite a few like toast with yummy things on it. So that is what I'm going to look for. Oh, like something like this is what I fancy. Toast with some like garlicky tomato and eggs. Quick, easy, delicious. Do you know what? I'm gonna finish vlogging here because I'm feeling a little bit frazzled and not like fully in the mood, and I hate vlogging when I don't feel like I can really like be upbeat for you guys. I'll have to show you the table and stuff another day. This weekend's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna live a double life. Tomorrow is mum at kid's birthday party, and then Sunday, all glammed up for the BAFTAs. It's gonna be chaos, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully I'll share some of it on Instagram. Good morning, guys. Ooh, I look tired and my hair is greasy. Been quite the weekend. I honestly have no idea what I vlogged last week, so I don't really know what I'm coming back to in this vlog. I haven't yet edited it together, but we had a really busy, really nice weekend. So on Saturday was Gray's party, all went really well. She had this lady come over and plait her hair and put glitter in it, and she absolutely loved that. And then yeah, the party was really a huge success. And it was so nice to see her so happy with all her friends. Sunday, Rich and I went to the BAFTAs. It was really fun to get all dressed up. He's never been before, so we did like the red carpet. We watched the awards. We managed to sneak in a little bit of a date night as well. We didn't end up going to the BAFTA dinner, so we went to Sticks and Sushi in Covent Garden instead, and it was really lovely. Like, we never get all dressed up and go out for dinner like somewhere in central London, so that was really nice. oh, and so delicious. I'm absolutely loving this weather. It's honestly just changes everyone's like mood so much. It's so much easier to get the kids dressed for school and the school run, and like, oh, it's just like so nice. I popped on this dress, which is old, from Nobody's Child, and today George is coming over, so we're having a shoot day, so I don't know how much I'm gonna get to vlog, but I think we've got like a brainstorming session and a call with a brand this morning, because I've got a job coming up that's like a little bit tricky and complicated, so I would like her input on that. Sometimes like brainstorming by myself is a bit tricky. And then I think we're gonna film another one of those kind of London reels, because the last one did really well, the one where I showed like how to live like a local in London and do a walk that takes you through some good areas and where to start and where to end up. I feel like there's so many I could do, so I'm going to try and do another one of those today, which I think I'm going to do one that's kind of starts in Primrose Hill and you end up in King's Cross. So yeah, that reel did really well and got me some new followers on Instagram, which is good because it means it kind of reached a new audience, which is a great thing. This is the first time I've tried tying my hair up when it's short. I'm not really sure I love it, but I think it's going to have to do because my hair is just suddenly gone very greasy. I forgot to mention the birthday cake. So we did happy birthday, big rainbow cake and the cupcakes around the edge. And guess what? All the kids just wanted cupcakes. So a big learning. Next year I think I'm just gonna make some cupcakes and put them on like a cupcake tower. It's so great because not only is it really affordable, it means you can just give a cupcake to each kid. You don't have to cut a cake, you don't need like plates or cutlery or anything. I've got a couple of calls upstairs, so I'm going to take those and I'll check in with you later. Okay, got the tube to Primrose Hill. Now we're going to do some of our beginning shots here and then walk along the canal through Camden to King's Cross, and I'm going to try and make a little snappy reel that kind of shows the route clearly. Just taking some clips outside Cowshed and the Little One, which is a really nice little coffee place here. Guys, look, I got an everything bagel with cream cheese and salmon and capers. Good shout from Georgia. We're gonna eat this on the go whilst filming. Of Primrose Hill, just telling Georgia this is where they filmed that scene in One Day where they're having wine. This is definitely one of the best views in London. Things you see in Camden, a guy on like a gondola playing guitar at the back, as you do. Guys, look at these little goslings. They're so fluffy. Oh my goodness. Well done, guys. Smashing parenting. 3 kids is hard. Guys, I feel like I've been a terrible vlogger this week. Very inconsistent and my clips have not linked together well. But I'm home, everything got edited in time and the kids have just gone to sleep. I'm gonna make some dinner and I'm gonna sign off the vlog here and have a fresh one for you guys next week. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.